what's up? I'm Colleen and welcome to my channel. I'm just a girl who's enthusiastic about makeup and positivity, and when I say positivity, I mean bringing people up and not pushing people down. Being mean is not cool. Awesome people are not mean, so be kind all the time. So for today's video, I actually wanted to talk about a palette that I had mentioned in a previous video, my small Ulta Hauls palette from 2 or 3 weeks ago. It is the Zoeva Melody palette. I said in the video that I wanted to do a review on it when I had the chance to play around with it more, and I've had the chance to play around with it, so now I have some actual feelings and opinions about the palette, so I wanted to share that with everyone. Just to get started, like I said in the video before, visually looking at it, it's aesthetically pleasing to me. It's like a little hollow in the lights. It's soft, it's pretty, it's just looks whimsical, looks celestial. It just, everything, like butterflies and fairies look like they would just pop out of this. So it's everything that I like aesthetically to look at. So 10 out of 10 on that for me right away. When you open it up, it's just as pretty. The colors are just, they are more brown tone and stuff, but they just go so beautifully together with a little bit of pop of purple in the middle, and they're nice and soft, and they go with the palette's kind of, whimsical theme. In the palette, there are 4 mattes and 6 shimmer metallics. They have really cute names. They go with the whole theme. There's Crowns Swirling, Airy Dalliance, Gentle Clasp, Cocoon of Doubt, Fly Solo, From Heaven, World Above, Crystal Wings, Soul Unheld, and About to Leave. And those are the colors here. I actually swatched them in the other video, so I'll link that up over here so you guys can see it. But in the other video, overall, I was pretty happy with how they swatched. I'll do a quick view actually. Take that back. We'll start with Crowns Whirling, which is this white matte, but it has a little bit of sparkle in it. The next one is Airy Dalliance, which is a shimmer. The next one is Gentle Clasp, which is the purple shimmer. The next one is Cocoon of Doubt. It's interesting names. The next one on that row is Fly Solo, which is the other matte on that first row. And then the next row starts with From Heaven, which looks like this. Oh, it'll help if I actually pulled my sleeve out. Like that. The next one is World Above, which is an orange matte. The next one is Crystal Wings, which is a duochrome. Okay, I don't know if you can see, it's a brownishy, but it has a shift of green in there. The next one is Soul Unheld, which is a gold. And the final one is the last matte, which is About to Leave, which is the darkest color in the palette. So they all swatch very, very nicely. They're very pretty soft colors. I actually ended up doing this video a little differently. I wasn't able to tape when I was actually doing my eyeshadow, so I did little pictures of it. So I'm gonna do a pictorial in my video of how I did this look, if you want to see it up close. The colors I used for this look are World Above, Airy Dalliance, From Heaven, Crowns Swirling, and Fly Solo. Oh, and I did put About to Leave under my waterline. I am home from work again, so makeup has been on for a few hours, and it's still stayed in place pretty well, so I still think it looks nice. So to start out, I primed my eyes with a P. Louise base, but you can use any primer or concealer or whatever works for you, or you don't have to use any if you don't like to use that. So I did that. Then I went in with a fluffy brush, and I went in with the color World Above, and I just put it on my crease and socket area, and I just blended it out. Then I went in with a smaller, more finer fluffy brush, and I went in with Fly Solo, and I concentrated mainly on my crease area. Then I actually went in and I creased my eyes with the same P. Louise base that I used before, but you can use concealer or whatever works for you. And then everywhere I put the cut crease, I added the color airy dalliance to it with a flat shadow brush. And it actually picked up very well on the shadow brush, because sometimes colors like this don't. This one picked up phenomenally well. And then to finish off up of my, and then in my brow line, I applied the color Crowns Swirling with a pencil brush. And then to finish the whole eye look up, I just put Urban Decay's 24/7 gel liner in the color Mainline in my waterline. I went in with a small round brush with About to Leave and went in on my lower lash line, and then put From Heaven in my inner corner for a little pop of shine. For this look, I felt that the colors blended out really, really well. They were easy to use. They did the exact look that I wanted. They stayed nicely on for the past hours. I mean, I haven't done like excruciating stuff at work or anything, but you know, I was moving around and my eyes teared a little bit, and they've stayed in place really well. Other days that I played around with this, I found Fly Sola, which is the lighter brown, and the darker brown, About to Leave, a little powdery and, to be honest, a little hard to blend out and work with. They worked well for the cut crease, so I was really, really happy about that. But when I was actually trying to blend them out and do other looks, I'll be honest, I had a little bit of trouble. And I tried it with 2 different primers to see if it was, because I know the P. Louise can be a little like, actually 3 different primers, excuse me. The P. Louise can be a little like heavy, so I thought maybe that's what it was. I don't know if it was just me, but I had a little trouble blending them out. But World Above and Crowns Swirling on the I found fine. They worked fine. I weren't hard to blend out at all. Crown Swirling has like a little bit of glitter in it. The glitter kind of brushes away to nothing, but it's such a pretty color anyway for, you know, you don't necessarily need the glitter. The metallics and the shimmers I found worked pretty well. Gentle Clasp, I had a little trouble like when I was building it up the other day. I don't know if it was just the brush I was using or even with my finger, if it was the primer I used. I had trouble building it up, but once I built it up, it was very, very pretty. It did travel a little bit. I mean, but I have hooded eyes, so going, you know, it travels up sometimes. But that wasn't the worst thing in the world. I thought it was really, really, really pretty. This palette retails for $28. I do think that it's a nice palette. Is it the best palette I've ever used? Probably not. I was slightly, I will be honest, I was slightly underwhelmed. I think because I was so excited when Tarte did the review on this palette, because I just think it was absolutely beautiful. So I think I had like built it up a lot. So when I got it and the mattes were a little chalky powdery and didn't blend out as well, I was a little disappointed. But it's nothing that I can't use. Like obviously, like I was able to get it to work. I will get used out of this. I think like these metallic shimmer colors are actually very, very creamy. Airy Dalliance picked up fantastic on a brush, and sometimes I have a trouble. Gentle Clasp I still think is better either with a damp brush or just your finger. With a dry brush, I had a lot of issues with it. But overall, I do not dislike this palette at all. I think it's very pretty. Like I said, it is not the best palette. I'll be honest, it's not the best palette I've ever purchased, but I don't regret purchasing it. I will get use out of it. I do think it's very pretty. The pack, I mean, it's a beautiful palette. Like I said, I don't know. I always say like it's just me because I don't know. I don't want to say, oh, it sucks. Like, because it didn't suck. Like those colors were, I had a little bit of trouble, but like I said, like I don't know if it was just me. So that's just my opinion. That was my experience. I found them to be a little hard to blend out, but they weren't the worst. And like I said, I was able to get them to work with this look. So I'm happy about that. The metallic shimmers in here definitely make up for the 2 mattes that I found chalky. They're just very beautiful, very easy to work with. I really, really liked them. I think if you have extra money and you are looking for a pretty kind of neutralish palette, I would say, yeah, if you want to, definitely buy it. Just be aware that I found that the 2 brown mattes were a little hard to work with. But overall, I think the palette's alright. I like it. Packaging 10 out of 10. Palette itself 7.5 out of 10, I would say would be my vote on it. But yeah, so that's it. This is a nice quick review. I'm sorry it's a little different. I haven't been feeling well. My allergies have been like insane the past like few weeks, and my light is still not fixed, and it's just I wasn't able to do my setup earlier. I wanted to actually film it, but I knew I wasn't going to have time this week. I have a lot to do at work this week, so it's a little, I don't know. But anyway, if you guys have this palette and you feel that it works fantastic or you didn't like it at all, please comment below. Again, thank you guys so much for even clicking on the video, and if you subscribed, that's, I mean, you guys are totally awesome. I'm so excited. I'm having such a good time doing this because I just love makeup so much, and just getting to film and share and meet other people. It's just been like a lot of fun, and I'm definitely going to continue to do it whether people are enjoying it or not, because I'm having such a great time. So if you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. If you really liked it, I would love if you would subscribe, but if not, that is totally fine. If you didn't like it and you're just passing through, thank you for clicking on it for 5 seconds. I still hope that you guys have a fantastic day. And so from one makeup lover to another, I will see you guys soon, and remember, I will have everything that I'm wearing on my face, with the palette and everything too, linked below. You can also follow me on Instagram for, you know, looks, my daily looks and all that kind of stuff. It's Doodle is the handle if you're interested. Again, that will also be linked below. So remember, just be you, do you, love you. Bye.